Hey friends, my name is Lyndsay. Welcome to Love Them Well. Today I'm going to share with you some of the curriculum that I have planned for next school year. This is a collaboration with Kayla over at Ode to Abode. She has a beautiful channel, so I'm going to link that below, and also a playlist of homeschool moms and teachers who are sharing what they are using next year for their curriculum. My family homeschooled for many years, and now I'm working in a middle school, and I am using so much of what I learned from my homeschooling experience in this classroom. I am teaching English and math and Spanish next year, and I want to share with you today the English curriculum that I have planned for my students, because English is my specialty. It is my cup of tea, and I love it so much. So I really love to teach reading to these 7th grade students using real books. You can learn things from a textbook, but really when you learn from a book, a real book that a child has picked out, that is so good for them because they are developing that lifelong skill of reading and enjoying reading. And what can you get from a book? So far, these are the books that we'll be reading next year. This year we began with The Little Prince, and I think I'll do that same thing next year because it was so good for learning literary devices and elements of a story. So this one was great for that. This year we read A Long Walk to Water, and I would like to continue that next year too. This book is so good to give kids a perspective of what it's like to live in another country where they do not have access to clean water. And so this was a great story. I like to do this around Thanksgiving time so we can remind ourselves what we can be thankful for. And so we will be doing this as well. We read The Bronze Bow this year and I loved it. I don't know if the students did, and I think I have some ideas why. And I'm going to be talking about that in another video, but I'm going to change a few things and continue using this book next year. It was such a good story. It reminded me a lot of The Chosen, that series that's out right now about the life of Christ. And this story takes place when Christ is on earth and this boy is there experiencing it. We just finished Tom Sawyer and I loved it. I hope my students did too. And I have plans to do this early next year so that I can do everything I wanted to do with it, which I didn't get to do because it's the end of the school year. It was so much fun. This was my favorite book in junior high, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So definitely gonna be doing a lot with this book next year. This year we did lit circles where the kids got to pick from several different books and kind of have a book club meeting. But the problem with that is that they didn't get to read all of them. And so I really do want the kids to come out of 7th grade having read Hatchet and Where the Red Fern Grows. So I would like to incorporate those into what we'll be learning next year. And if I can this summer, I'd like to add Bridge to Terabithia to our curriculum. I'm gonna see what I can do about that because I love that book. I have lots of ideas of how we are going to be studying these novels as a class, but it's also really important for me that the students are picking their own books and reading on their own. And it was hard this year to know how to do that with 19 different students, because when it was just my kids at home, I could easily have discussions with them about books. I could read their journal. We did a lot of things like that so that I could assess what they were reading. Did they understand it? But to then change that into a classroom setting, that was a little bit challenging. So I have developed a lit guide that hopefully can be used with any novel. The students will pick their own. They'll write out things like about the author, genre, setting, the protagonist, the antagonist. This is a guide that they will be filling out while they read the book. Character sketches, the plot. This is a big one, the literary devices, things about conflict. So I'm gonna share this below. I'm hoping that this is where they can write good quotes, vocabulary they didn't understand. I think this will be a good way for me to assess what the students are reading individually while still picking their own book, which I think is really important. Then of course, teaching English, I also teach grammar, and I have been blown away by the BJU writing and grammar. It is fantastic. I know that they have homeschool curriculum as well, BJU Press, I will link that below. This is the 7th grade work text, and you could get this for your student, whether you homeschool or if you're in a classroom and you're advocating for new books and it's a Christian school, definitely BJU is the way to go. I love it because it's organized very well into the chapters. There is an assessment at the end of each chapter, and throughout the chapter, every new concept is explained super well with lots of practice. And it's just fun and colorful too. I think it's just so much fun. So you don't even need the teacher book if you are homeschooling, but if you did want one, it does have the answers, and it has lots of fun games to incorporate into your grammar lesson. We did a few of them this year, and I'd like to do even more of them next year. So I highly recommend this for teaching the writing and grammar when it comes to your middle school students. For writing, we are definitely continuing the passion paper project. It was so much fun. I will link my videos below of how we did this, but if it's new to you, I think this can be used from anywhere from kindergarten all the way to senior year of high school. Even as an adult, I had so much fun doing this. It takes all of the genres I could possibly think of and get in this school year, and it's written about one topic that the students got to pick. We had amazing topics picked, and so like here's a how-to article. Mine is Gilmore Girls related, so how to spend a day in Stars Hollow, an acrostic poem, a one-act play, a haiku. So this was a really fun project, and the kids came away with a book that they wrote all throughout the school year using all different kinds of genres about a topic they're passionate about. I hope that they came away with a love for writing after doing this project. This is what I have planned for my 7th grade English classes next year. I hope that at the end of the year, the kids come away with a deeper love for reading and writing and something that's personal to them. And hopefully this curriculum gets us there. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to check out the playlist below. Bye.